Have you heard of the elderly abuse coin scam? Well, it's a scam coming to a loved one near you, or it's already happening to a loved one near you, or maybe you are going to be the next victim. This is a real thing. We're going to talk about this because this is not something you want to get involved in and you don't want a loved one to get involved in. I have some information that will shock you on this subject. And before we get started, this isn't about telling someone what to do with their money or how to have fun. But I can tell you there's a lot of things that a loved one could have fun doing that is not good for them and squander and waste their money on it. This is for well-intentioned individuals who want to leave something for their family and are scammed by these coin con artists. This example I'm going to show you is a very sad, one of the most extreme examples I've ever seen. This is part of an actual conversation among dealers. I'm in a dealer group. I'm not mentioning names. I don't have to, but this is verified. These are honest dealers. They're very concerned about this collection and saying that they don't even look like they're gold. They look like copper. And said this lady I am helping has $800K plus in this mess. Spent $800,000. And she's going to be lucky to get a couple hundred back. $800,000. Just think about that. $600,000 down the drain. This person is elderly. They were buying coins to leave. They actually wanted to leave the coins to their family and hoped that the coins would be worth more when they passed away than what they paid for them. They were told they would be. This is the thing. There's receipts with this. I mean, we're talking about this happened. It's one of the receipts is from 2011. $9,700 total for a 2011 Panda Prestige set. It's right here. Another dealer commented, and this dealer said, I've gone to court twice, having appraised an $800,000 collection and a $550,000 collection. That's the costs for the merchandise. He said that from the largest company that sells this stuff at crazy prices. Think about that. Who's the largest companies? I can come up with a couple of names right off the top of my head. Both for elder abuse, both sold to customers with dementia. The smaller loss in the Oregon were forced to refund partially due to the fact that the customer is getting up to 5 calls a day from her salesperson. See, dementia, that's another thing that I mentioned in one of my videos about this. You don't know the cognitive issues someone's having when they're elderly, but almost all of them are having something, and dementia is one of the worst. I know I took care of my mother-in-law with my wife, and she had dementia. And when someone like that has a little bit of money and they get a flyer in the mail or a phone call or they see an ad on the TV, they get hooked. They're not thinking. The second was the loser, mainly due to differences in Washington and Oregon law regarding elder abuse. So they had 6 out-of-state lawyers representing them, guessing they're full-time. Figure 15 cents on a dollar on the 69 to 70 grades, and you won't be far off. So they're giving the other person advice that's trying to handle this $800K cost, which is about a $200K, maybe $100K collection, actual value, if everything turns out okay. This is another example. I mean, this person went to court and lost the one case. Because you can sell coins for whatever you want. There's no law saying you can't sell coins for whatever you want. I mean, who determines the value? Well, price guides. But then what do? They use aftermarket packaging. They use different holders. They put print on the holders. So you can pretty much say, well, nobody else sells it like this. You can't price it on a price guide because of what we do. It's our packaging, our advertising, and they got all these reasons, and it's legal. They hound dog elderly people. They send them flyers constantly. They use FOMO. They use all these tactics they can possibly use to take advantage of your loved one who is trying to actually leave you something. And that person is going to lose $600,000 at least. That's nuts to me. That's just it is not because they were stupid. That's the problem. It's not about that. It's not about, buyer beware. We need to be aware of people that we love, that's in our lives, and stop them from doing this and steer them. You don't say, hey, quit doing it. Give them reputable dealers or websites where they can buy stuff like this for less. Just steer them in the correct direction. I mean, find a way to you've got to, because there's no reason to make companies rich that do this. They don't deserve your money. They don't deserve anyone's money for doing this. High-speed sales tactics, snake oil sales tactics. There's solutions for these problems to save our elderly from being robbed. Our veterans, man, these people went to, some, risked their life for our country. Maybe some of them are suffering from a condition because of that. And then they get taken advantage of, because these are in veteran magazines. I mean, you can go over to your local post and see. Talk to them. Talk to the mailman. The mailman will tell you who all these flyers go to and the age and the houses. They know. They'll tell you. There's some of them that comment on my videos here. So there's one more I want to talk about here. It's very important too. So this person commented on my video. I just found your video. I'm 67 years old. My dad was buying huge amounts of U.S. coins in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. After 10 years of buying thousands of collectible plates in the 70s. He was a big fan of the Bradford Exchange type companies. Like I said, some of that stuff's kind of cool, but you have to know when you're buying it, you're going to lose some money. He said, I spent 2 years going through his coins, all of which were basically clad sets and proof sets and lots of silver eagles, tons of rolls of pennies, nickels. Many of the boxes were not even opened. So I found a lot of invoices of what he paid. I have all the books. I became quite addicted to things like Morgan's Good For You, of which my dad never bought, unfortunately, and found as I sold his stuff that I was lucky to get back half of what I knew he paid. If my dad had never bought a coin, as he had hoped to leave his children, see, he hoped to do this and put that money into a wooden chest, his children would have gotten at least $75,000 more in inheritance. That's what I'm talking about. These are bad investments. They're not good investments. But it was his money, and like he said, it was his money, and he had every right to dream. But I wanted to mention, saying where he's from and talking about a dealer that he thought was honest and one of the good guys that treated him really well, explained everything to him. It's a good thing. So, folks, you're going to have to forgive me for not making excuses for these companies or for free markets or whatever you want to call it, because that's not what this is about. This is taking advantage of people who have cognitive issues, or just people who don't know coins at all. There are so many people out there that want to put, I get questions all the time, new people, calling me up on the phone or sending me emails. I want to start buying. I don't know anything about it, so where do I go? If I'm a crook, I'm really going to steer them wrong. I mean, there's plenty of people out there that are just starting out or have just started that are not like you and I that know better. So you have to come down off your high horse and realize there are people that need help, and we need to reach out. We need to share this video. We need to get this video out to people. Let them see what has happened to others so that they can stop it from happening to them, or they can open up their eyes and say, whoa, I don't want to do this anymore. I got to stop doing this. Who can I buy from? There's all kinds of reputable dealers out there that will not take you to the cleaners. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment. Please share. And have a great day.